Will you step out of your comfort zone to meet the new versions of yourself, knowing that Spirit is always holding you and has your back? I hope you're well and doing well today. I wanted to hop on to just deliver some messages today, and something that was coming up when I was driving this weekend to just talk about. Through this time, our highest timelines are being unveiled to us. The highest timelines, and our nomadic and monadic timelines are being unveiled through this time. Our nomadic and monadic timelines are being unfolded and being unveiled to us through this time. And so Spirit is asking you to let go of expectation and allow yourselves to be loose, flexible, and allowing to step out of your norm and your comfort zone, to explore yourself deeper, to step into the mysteries of life. And in the mysteries of life, you'll find the magic of life, and the magic of life will lead you to your highest timelines, your highest joy and expression here on the earth. And so through this time, we are being shaken. We're being shaken, and the divine shake-up is waking us up to, go on new discoveries, to give ourselves permission. It's about giving ourselves permission to discover ourselves, to go where we feel we need to go, where we are being called by the earth, by our guides. We have to listen to our intuition and our gut and our higher self and our soul and what we truly desire, and our heart's wisdom. This is the intelligence that you're being asked to connect with through this time, and not what we're used to, the logical mind and expectation. We're being called to let go of expectation and allow yourselves to dissolve, to soften, to love. The guides are coming in, and just to allow yourselves to go into new spaces and new timelines and new experiences for your soul, because they are full of wisdom, growth, divine connections, and divine alignments that will lead to your highest joy and expression here on the planet. And we will meet you at every step, dear ones. We will meet you at every step. Can you trust us? Do you trust that we will meet you at every step? Do you trust that the divine is holding you through this time? Do you trust that the divine hand is always holding you through all of your decisions? And every time you step out of the norm and into an unknown space, that we are there with you. And if you knew that we were there with you, would you go on these new adventures knowing that we were with you? Would you step out of your comfort zone and have a new experience? So that's the message that's coming from the divine. And I did a lot of driving this weekend, and my back was a little bit stiff and sore this morning. And I went to the gym to do my Monday workout, HIIT class. And when I went in there was a new guy who was taking the class. He was like the instructor, and I could see everyone. I was seeing all the faces of everyone attending. Then who's he and what's he doing here, and where's Kelly, and where's our normal instructor, where's she gone? And the guides are coming in. I'm gonna have to just let them in. They come in and my nose goes funny, like a bewitched. I get this like itching inside my nose, and I know the Spirit is coming in. Just let them settle into the space. We're just going to hold you for a few moments, dear ones. We're just going to hold you in this space for a few moments, and just so that we can just come into our hearts and out of the mind. And just allow yourselves to drop into your heart, and just take some deep breaths at this time as we go through changes and step into new spaces where your safety net may not be, but yet there is a cosmic safety net always under your feet. Can you trust that, dear ones? That is not seen by the naked eye, but is seen by the energetic eye, the spiritual eye, your third eye. Can you sharpen that instrument through this time? And know in the deepest place within your heart that we are holding you every step of the way. We are holding you, and it's a time to listen to your intuition, to listen to your inner guidance, to listen to your heart, wisdom, and take one step at a time, one step at a time into the unknown spaces that are unfamiliar to you and yet familiar to your soul. Familiar to your soul. Because you're stepping into your infinite timelines and infinite experiences and infinite expanded selves. So your soul already knows the way. Can you trust your soul to lead you into new spaces beyond what you have known? Yeah, that's beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. That's beautiful. Your soul already knows the way. The human doesn't, our ego mind doesn't, but the soul already knows the way. So anyway, I'll go back to the class. Thank you, guides, for coming in. But I'll go back to the class. And, you know, when this new instructor came in, we were all like, oh, who's he? And I noticed that everyone's wall of resistance went up. Like, I was looking at everyone's faces, including mine. I could feel my wall of resistance go up because he was getting us to get these, you know, the bars and the weights. And I didn't want to do that. And the benches and the bench press and the steps. And I was like, oh, really? Do we have to do that? And I could see everyone was feeling that. Why can't we just do what we normally do? And who's he? And why is he here? And where's Kelly? So anyway, we start the exercises and I could feel that I just didn't want to do it. And I even thought about leaving a quarter of the way through because my back was hurting from the driving and it was sore and tender, and it was the exercises were aggravating it. So I wasn't sure if that was actually a good idea for me to do them. But I thought, you know what? You're here. And there's a reason you're here, and it's to trust that he is meant to be here, to trust these exercises are good for you and meant for you, and that everything in this moment is unfolding for your greater good. Everything in this moment is exactly as it needs to be, and this is always happening for you, always happening for you. So I dropped my resistance and I let go, and I just became very present. And I noticed everyone else starting to, you know, become present, start to do the exercises and go with the flow. And it was actually a really good session, and it was very good. And by the time I finished, you know, my body felt much better. It felt stretched, it felt more flexible, and I have no back pain now. Like, there's no tenderness, there's no soreness. It's perfectly fine. So it was actually perfect for what I needed today. So, you know, this is it, right? Our wall of resistance goes up when we're stepping outside of our comfort zone. We don't want, our mind doesn't want a different experience. We do want a different experience, and yet we don't. We like the comfort zone. We like things the way they are. We like that structure that we've always had. But this time is going to shake up your structure. It's going to shake up what's normal for you. It's going to push you out of your comfort zone, where your resistance is going to come up. And you've got to look at your resistance, and then you've got to learn to drop. You've just got to breathe into your resistance and surrender into the moment and take one step at a time. Because your soul is now guiding you, your heart is now guiding you. We're creating new timelines. We are way showers here, and we're showing a new way. We're planting new timelines. We're going outside of what we've known, outside of what our parents knew, and we're creating new pathways and new timelines for ourselves that are aligned with our realities and what we want to experience as a soul individually. And every soul has their own experience to experience, and we're not meant to be living by someone else's reality that doesn't align with us, but learning to speak up when it doesn't feel aligned for you, and when it doesn't feel aligned with your truth, learning to speak up and communicate about what you need and what you want to experience and where you want to go. So that's really important to know that and to connect with that through this time, to notice your wall of resistance and to drop it, and to know that everything is happening for you always, in every moment. It's all unfolding for you. And if you knew the hand of the divine was holding you at every step of the way, would you step out of your comfort zone? Because your highest timelines are on the other side of fear. And your highest timelines on this earth, the highest expression of your soul, your nomadic, I'll talk about that, and your monadic, your divine timelines are available to you in this lifetime. In this lifetime, your monadic, your divine timelines of your highest self, your highest expression of you is available for you in this lifetime. and they exist outside of your comfort zone. So if we really have come back for this time to experience the highest expression of who we are, then we have to allow ourselves to go on this grand adventure that we've come back for in this lifetime, to experience those timelines, to notice where you resist, to notice where your mind goes into a frenzy, and to keep dropping and surrendering into the heart and becoming fluid like water. Really, this is a time to become fluid like water. And the energies are quickening up, like they're quickening up. Everything's speeding up. Oh my goodness, you can really feel it some days. The energy is so fast. It's like everything's moving times 10, like super fast. So your experiences are going to be amplified, also moving very quickly, and you won't be able to you'll have to take moments to breathe, to connect and to ground yourselves, because things will be moving very quickly in your life if you're meant to be doing and being somewhere else. So those are your monadic timelines that are available to you in this lifetime to express the highest version of you, the highest expression of your soul, and also your soul gifts. That is available to you at this time and through this lifetime. So to step out your side of your comfort zone and to give yourself permission to have those experiences, to meet those connections that you're meant to meet those souls, that are divinely sent on your path to grow, to evolve, to experience the flow of life and the magic. And you'll only experience the magic and the mystery when you step outside of your comfort zone. So that's really important. And your nomadic life lines and timelines are also available to you. Your nomadic lifelines and timelines are available to you as well through this lifetime. And that's learning to trust where your soul wants to go, where your soul is calling you to go, which parts of the planet you need to go, where your soul is kind of pulling you to go, because there's information there for you. You carry certain light codes within you that are connected to your galactic heritage and the information that you bring to Earth. There is an Earth intelligence, and when those light codes, you and the Earth connect at that space, you unlock cosmic mysteries, your Akashic records, and information that your soul is meant to receive, souls that you are meant to meet, and the Earth information that wants to be given to you through Gaia. That happens when you go to these places, and when you connect with the energy of the land, and you go to the ley lines and you go to the vortexes, and there's information there for you, and that information is wanting to come online. So you've got to trust your nomadic lifestyle where your soul is being called, and many of us will be living a very nomadic lifestyle through this time, where we'll be called to different places on the planet as starseeds and light workers to anchor our energy, sit and hold the light, connect with the earth grids, work with the ley lines, work with the grids, and go where we are needed, because we are unlocking and releasing the trauma from the land. Like the land carries a lot of trauma. Mother Earth is also clearing, as we are clearing the shadow and the trauma in our bodies. She is also clearing her trauma and her the emotions from her body. So I'm seeing the earth cracking open to release those emotions. The fires also is a huge purging of emotions and energy. And then after all of that will be the floods, the water, to wash away the old energy. But we are also clearing, we are also channels to clear that energy as well, and we work with her. So we'll be guided to hold the light at certain places, to work with the grids at certain places, because our soul and our galactic heritage contains the light codes that will unlock the mysteries, they keep saying that, and the magic, and what you need to know and what you need to share and what you need to unlock for your unfoldment and for Earth's unfoldment through this time. So you got to trust where you're being called to go. You got to trust where you're being called to go, and you got to go to those places knowing that the divine is holding you every step of the way, that a hand will always appear to take you to the next step. And if it's not appearing, to trust that it will appear when you arrive, and there will be someone to take you to the next place or walk beside you. There's always someone to walk beside you every step of the way. every step of the way. There's always someone to walk beside you, and there may be new souls that you're meant to meet through that time. So to let go of expectation, to trust in the unfolding of your journey, to take steps towards where you're being guided, to listen to your heart wisdom, to listen to your instincts and your intuition, to trust where your soul is guiding you, because your soul already knows the way, already knows the map. And also you're making new timelines and you're creating new experiences that others will have as well. You'll inspire others with your experiences, because you're stepping outside of the norm and what your parents did. You're creating new timelines that will be more expansive, where you are living in your highest joy, doing what you love, exploring yourself as a soul, and going to those places that are aligned for you. So many of us will travel, many of us will move around the planet, and you got to trust where you're being guided to go at this time. So expect the unexpected. Yeah, expect the unexpected is the message so strongly. So the first, I picked some cards. Which one did I pick? Let's have a look. It's the Starseed Oracle deck. I just picked to just get some cards. And it's this one's first one that came out. Activated Earth. Activated Earth. That looks like Stonehenge. Actually, we're taking a group to Stonehenge, Avebury, and also the tour. So we're doing the sacred stone circles this summer in the heart chakra. But that looks like Stonehenge. That looks like Stonehenge. So power places, ley lines, trust where you are led. There you go. Power places, ley lines, trust where you are led. Oh, they're coming in again. Sorry. Come on, Spirit. Trust where you are led. Activated Earth. There are codes in the earth. The ley lines are really wild and alive at this time with information as Gaia is rising and new information is coming in. And the ley lines are full of information. So the grids, the ley lines have information for us. And so when we go and do energy work there, or when we come together there, we get so much from it, like so much information comes through. So trust where you're guided, trust where you're being led. There are powerful places, there are power places that are calling us at this time. Yeah, very, very important. Oh my God, more structures. All paths lead home. Inner authority, intuition, turn your gaze within. I talked about inner authority, I think, on the last video. I'm sure I talked about your inner authority, or maybe it was my Thursday group. But your inner authority is building. You're becoming more individuated, but also moving towards oneness, but knowing more about yourself and who you are and what you love and what you don't love, and your values and your your vision and your mission and your joy and expression and happiness. You're getting to know yourself on a deeper level. And there's more structures like this, and the labyrinths, beautiful labyrinths there. Inner authority, intuition, that's what we just talked about, listening to intuition. Turning your gaze inwards. You know, when the unknown path is not going to be out there, like it's not out there, it's in here, where we listen to our instincts, we listen to our intuition, we listen to our gut, we listen to our soul. The information is in here, and you have to listen to your heart and the intelligence of your body and the intelligence of your gut brain, your heart brain, your soul, your higher self. Turn inwards, listen here, and that's where you're going to find the information of where you need to take your next steps. And that's your inner authority. That's becoming a leader of your life, listening to your inner guidance through this time. Portal, this one's come up a few times now. Portal, doors are opening. Yeah, you know, the wild card, unexpected timelines, unexpected explorations and experiences. Doors are opening. You decide. Rewards, wild card. Will you take the wild card? The message has come up again. It's come up before when we've done a recording, but it's coming up again. Like the wild card is here for you. I was talking about this about my Glastonbury retreat, the first retreat we did. I hired the most amazing venue. It was the grand listed building called the Abbey House, and it was a big gamble for our first retreat. We didn't even know if we were going to get bums on the seats, if anyone was going to attend our retreat. But I just looked around Glastonbury and I said, no, it has to be this place. Like, if I was going to a retreat, I would want to attend here. And so I said to myself, I want everyone else to have this experience of attending this place, and how I'm feeling when I walk through those doors. I want everyone else to feel that when they walk through those doors. And so I hired it and we booked it and we took a deep breath and we just prayed. And we sold out that year, but that was a wild card for me for our first retreat. So it's taking the wild card and going on those unknown journeys and trusting yourself to take that step and say yes to life. Jump in, Andromedan energy, adventure, say yes to change. Oh my goodness, look at that. Basically, yes, look at that, jump in. Just jump in and have an adventure. You're here to have an adventure. You're here to experience yourself and experience life and meet those souls that you wouldn't normally meet if you stayed in your comfort zone. If I think about all the souls I've met all over the world, it's just amazing. I would never have met them if I hadn't stepped out of my comfort zone. Beautiful soul family all over the world I would never have met if I hadn't said yes to life. So adventure, say yes to change. Yeah, if we don't step out and do something different, then we'll never get to have the grand adventure that we're here for. So that's also an eye. Looks like an eye. Look through your third eye and look through your third eye. And that's where you'll see the mystery of life and where life is trying to lead you through this time. I always say life, living in freedom on earth. Living in freedom on earth. So every time you connect with life, connect with those words, living in freedom on earth. Living in freedom on earth. Lost lands. That looks like Atlantis to me. It is Atlantis. Soul memories and gifts. You've done this before. We're doing a lot of work at the moment with Atlantis. Reconnecting with Atlantis. Oh my goodness, the last one we were all in tears because we remembered Atlantis and the love that was there. And in Atlantis we were never alone. Like, we were never alone. There was always someone walking beside us, and there was always two. Everything was union. Everything in Atlantis was about union and love. It was just so beautiful. And this looks like Atlantis all underwater. Yeah, this is all Atlantis, all underwater. Lost lands. You've done this before. We've done this in Atlantis, and we're back to redo it again, but this time with a different outcome. We're gonna, build a new city of light and the cities of light with love and compassion and unity, and we're gonna have a different outcome to the time before, which is why we've come back for this time. So, soul memories and gifts. You've done this before, and you can do it again. You've done this before, and you can do it again. We can do it again because we're brave, and we chose to come for this time. And there's no coincidence, or we came for this time and we chose to come for this time. Sometimes we can forget that, but we've come for this time, which means we already have the courage inside of us to complete our missions and to fulfill the vision of our soul and what we've already done before. Look at this. Loosen your grip. Coping mechanisms, density, addiction. Let God in. Oh, wow. Look at that. I love it when, they guide us to certain cards. Yeah, let go of your grip. Let go of the ego mind. Let go of your expectations. Let go. Loosen your grip. Be like water. Be fluid, because when we're rigid and inflexible and we are resistant, spirit can't meet us. We're not letting God in. We've got to breathe into those spaces and let more spirit in, and then we'll be guided. We'll be guided. But if we clench and close down and we go into our overthinking mind and our anxiety and our fear, then we've gone into our smaller self and our false self, and so we're not connecting with the divine intelligence of the universe to guide us through the next step. We're in our small self, so we're a fish out of the sea, and we're not using the power of the ocean to move us. And if we get back into the ocean and go with the flow, the ocean will take us to where we're meant to be, so it can become your divine co-creator that helps you to move along the pathway that you were meant to be going down. So not be addicted to the old ways, but to let God in and be flexible through this time. Let's have a look. Soften to love. Mars energy, anger, the great severing, conflict, softening to love. That's what we're being called to do. Can we let go of anger, resentment, resistance, separation, and just soften to love? Soften to love. The more we soften to love and have compassion, the more spirit can meet us, the more we can connect with source energy and the pure love that is available to us. As we step into more love within ourselves and learn to love ourselves and unconditionally, we will meet those souls who are also vibrating on the same frequency. So they will also want to love us in that vibration, because we are in that vibration. So they will naturally be in that vibration. So soften to love. Soul gifts and training, is time to step up. Yep. It is time to step up. And there's a big invitation from Spirit. The unknown path. The unexpected path. Will you take the step and walk through that door? Not knowing what's on the other side, but knowing that you'll be guided. Knowing that you'll be guided, and Spirit's waiting for you on the other side. It's just you've got to take the steps. No one can take it for you. You've got to trust your intuition, trust your heart, keep taking the steps, walking through the portal, and then knowing that there will be a hand on the other side to greet you, to meet you, and to walk with you. And the final card, cracked open, rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. And this is what's happening through this time. I love this card because it's such a great reminder of what's happening. The mask is coming off, dissolving the identity, the personality, you know, our exterior and our ego and what we associated to in the 3D, 4D world. It's coming off because you're not this. This is just a mask of who you actually are. This is just a single pointed vision of you, of the soul, but it's just a mask. It's a thin mask. Inside is who you truly are, your soul, your spirit, you know, the love that you are, the essence of you, your magic. It's all in there. It's inside. And through this time, we're learning to connect more with this, our inner being, because our inner being is just this glorious being of love, eternal, infinite. And that's what we're connecting with, with such a beautiful intelligence. So we're just letting go of the walls of resistance, the personality, the identity, the mask that we wear, to get back to the true self, which is infinite and eternal and connected to all this, the stars and the magic of life. So that was really the message today, is your nomadic and monadic timelines are available to you. Will you step out of your comfort zone to meet the new versions of yourself, knowing that Spirit is always holding you and has your back? And that's really what I wanted to say today. So let me know how you're doing. Let me know in the comments what you're going through, and also to become fluid like water and just keep stepping into the unknown, really, because you are being held. You are being held through this time. Okay, so I'm going to hop off now because I'm off starting one of my groups in a minute, but I just wanted to pop on and give this message to you. So I hope you're doing well, and I send you so much love and magic through this time. Take care, everyone, and see you soon.